So, this episode surprised me in three different ways. One was how Toma treated Index. I've never seen that before. Two was the calming before the storm coming much quicker than I expected to be. And three is that ass whooping that Toma got. I was like, damn. Okay. It's usually when it comes to shows like Index and the other kind of anime or manga, there's always that one episode as a calm before a storm. It's usually a gag or a relaxive episode where you get to know some characters, see what they're about, understand them, and come to like them or hate them. Determines on you. And I thought it was going to be that. But no, at the very end, it proved me wrong. I thought they were going to show a little something towards the end, but no, that was completely different than what I was expecting to happen. Okay, because you know how the episode started off, I thought it would just be this regular, they're preparing for the next episode for stuff to go down, but instead, it happened much sooner than later. So, because the episode started off with, just Toma, everyday life for Toma, him and Clash up against some shenanigans, just having fun with his classmates. And I know Japanese schools where the cafeteria is crowded, or I don't know much about Japan's schools cafeteria and lunch and stuff like that. I know they don't have school buses or anything like that. They have to find their own way to school. But I didn't know much about their cafeteria, apparently. Finding meals apparently is a battlefield out there, man. You gotta go to convenience stores just to get your food and just to buy bread. I know we complain about our school lunch and stuff, but at least we're not trying to fight to find food. Yeah, we're complaining things could be better, but you also gotta take in consideration it could be worse. You could be fighting someone for a meal right now, and apparently no one in school is really doing that, You have free lunches, and of course, school lunch isn't that expensive. I know last time I was there, I was like, if you did have to pay for it, it was like $1 and something, so there goes that. Now, besides that, Isawa is still around. She and her group is protecting Toma because apparently Aqua is not like the other seeds of God, where they don't attack out of surprise or do anything schemish like this dude's a true knight. He is a warrior. He does everything front up. So he challenges Toma to a fight saying, hey, I'm coming after you. So be prepared. Though the guy's a very patient man. Says such a knight. He waits for his opponent to prepare themselves to do what they have to do, and then they go in for the kill, whether they win or lose. So he's very honorable, and probably of all the seeds of God is the only one I seem to respect, even though I don't know much about him. He seems to be a very interesting, calm, collective character with a huge sense of pride. You just see it in his face. This guy has serious pride and honor by code. Now, let's get back into the shenanigan gigs. Seeing Toma treat Index this kind of way in the episode was pretty interesting. Throughout my entire time watching Index, it was always Index bossing Toma around, biting him on his cheek or his head or anything like that, or his arm, just biting him, telling him what to do, like she's hungry and stuff. And she doesn't really contribute anything to the show. She doesn't do nothing but sleep, eat, watch TV, and that's it. She doesn't do anything else. You always have to constantly look after her, or someone else has to do it, like that little maid. So seeing Toma finally reach his breaking point, he sees Isawa, who's also been a guest in his house, and how she comes in. She's completely different from Index. She's cooking for him, she's being generous, she's the guest. She's showing her contribution to staying with him. So I'm like, well, that's pretty nice compared to what freaking Index, do jack shit all day. So seeing him boss her around, tease her a little, bully her, it was a breath of fresh air for me, okay? I'm like, finally, I get to see some justice over this. This has always got to me. But other than that, there are some things I didn't like about it, so how they could have went in more on Mikasa. Keep screwing up her name. Mikasa, she could have, they could have more done with her. Yeah, she is still pondering on the fact that she found out that Toma's been going through amnesia, but for how long? So she's trying to find that out, but every time she sees him, he runs off or some other event happens, and it's just like that. So her being an episode, I guess she's going to have something to do with it later on down the road. But I wish they could have done a little bit more with it. maybe that's just how the books go, and they're just trying to do that. Who knows? But even if that is like that in the books, I wish they could have done something more with that. Have a more serious conversation with them, especially when her, Index, and Isua met in the bath place. You expect some talk, but instead it was just her overthinking things. It's just been on her mind a lot lately, because we all know how much she cares for Toma in that way. So seeing that, I guess, little treat. Anyways, another thing I learned about Academy City, knowing them how scientific it is, advanced technology, of course, a city like this would use a humongous, astronomical amount of power. So they use a lot of levels and floors and generators to just power the city, because the city is constantly using so much energy. It's freaking ridiculous. Like, they probably have the highest electric bill in history of any world, probably, for the amount of electricity used. Like, just, goddamn, that is a lot. So that they need their own district just to power it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I was glad to see that part, understand more of the Academy. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. So Academy City is huge by that point. And most of the places aren't even occupied by people, but instead workers and bots, because they need like big spaces to operate the city itself. So parts of the city is just giant tons of generators and stuff. So finding that out was very interesting. It explains more into Academy City, so I did enjoy that. So everything was going nice until the very end, where Aqua just shows up like he said he would, and he pretty much beat the living hell out of them. Like, no one stood a chance. And I'm looking at his power, I was expecting, some ice or some water or some, but instead I see him keeps appearing behind people. And I'm like, holy shit, he has an enemy stand, because he's not teleporting. Because I noticed when his weapon appeared, it appeared out of his shadow. Then I noticed how he would just disappear at certain moments and appear behind someone. You could say it'd be like that one Esper where he teleports, but he'll only teleport behind people. He doesn't do science, so it's magic. So more than likely, he's traveling through shadows. It was interesting, as I created a character like this some years back for this comic that's still in the works I'm doing, but she had this power where she can manipulate things through her shadows, stuff like that. And she can even travel through darkness, stuff like that, especially shadows, mainly shadows. But anywhere there's darkness, she can travel through it. Their powers, of course, don't work during sunlight unless there's some form of shade or darkness that's out there. So seeing that was very, very interesting. So I think I have his power, a fraction of his power, figured out, that he probably travels through shadows or something like that. That could be it. I could be wrong, but it's just a theory I have right now for Aqua. And how he just beat the crap out of Toma and Isua and the whole entire gang, pretty much. And of course, he's after Toma's right arm, because, his arm is something special to it. And the church probably fears it, or they need it for something. Who knows? But he said he'll give him one more day to agree to give up his arm, or he comes in and takes it for himself. So the guy, like I said, is a very patient man. He doesn't go in rushing for the kill. He gives people an equal fair chance. And because of that, he has to be strong. Because when you give people that much chance and that patience, you have to be a strong kind of guy to back it up. Or else you'll be very weak and you come in for a sneak attack or some evil little scheme like most villains. But this dude seems to be the more honorable type. Not saying he's on the good side, just saying that most animes have that one guy who's very powerful, but he's very honorable at the same time, where you're thinking to yourself, he doesn't belong on that side, but he is, for some reason. So other than that, he probably is in it for his own reasons and goals and stuff like that. But other than that, this episode, it took me by surprise. And I always don't mind getting surprised by things like that. I was expecting it just to be a regular, typical calm before the storm, and the storm will happen next episode, but instead it happened this episode. So, yeah, I'm enjoying that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good indeed. So, yeah, this episode of Index, things are rolling off to a start for this arc. I don't know what it's called, but I'm interested in it. So anyways, that's all I got for this review. Very excited about Index, seeing what happens next, and it's always a good time to have Index. And one more thing I want to talk about before I end the video. On Anime News Network, apparently someone was having an interview with one of the creators, and apparently they were planning for this to be, I'm not sure if I said this already or not, but this was supposed to be they were planning to renew Index. Apparently, like originally there was supposed to be a season 3. It was supposed to be a remake. You know, they were supposed to restart episode because it's been like 7 years since the last season came out for Index, and because of that, they're like, maybe we should just redo it or something. And it was a bad idea. Apparently, I'm glad they went with just continuing on from season 3 because this is what fans been wanting the most. So I'm glad they did that because renewing it, there was no point in renewing it. 48 episodes enough covered up to 13 volumes, and we have a remainder left. So I'm not sure I talked to you guys about the first episode. I think I did. I don't know. I just want to say it again just in case if I did or not. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that pretty much this was supposed to be a reboot or remake or something of the first season. So I'm glad they didn't do that and just continue on because, you know, Card Captors, which haven't animated in years, had a sequel and it got really popular nonetheless. So proving you don't need to restart a show in order for people to catch on to it because the fans are still there. They're still there, and not just because of the show, but because of the source material. And of course, they wanted to see this animated, even though I heard it's going to be extremely rushed this season because this is the last season of Index, which I'm a bit upset about. I was hoping they would do another season of Index to, you know, expand the volumes to better detail, but I guess they're going to be rushing some parts in, and I'm like, wow. So I'm going to have to read more of the light novels after this. But hey, that's more for me. So anyways, yes, now this video can freaking end. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoy it and hope you guys have a, you know, good day and stuff. Anyways, this is Madcrownxox signing out. Have a good one.